I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
1 week on, and I am significantly less croaky.
You are?
Yeah.
That's true.
Slightly more perky as well.
Even the casual observer will be able to tell that. Yes.
Yeah. So I've partially shown Rono who's boss, but not quite. Still
not completely.
No, I got my tests. Then there's only one line, so that's a good start.
That's good.
Yeah. So in general, I'm fine. Just got no puff. I got shortness of breath is very much there. But
we'll try not to do anything too strenuous.
No, that's it. So yeah, for everyone who is just on the edge of their seat to know if I made it through the week, yes, I did. I'm here.
This is not a recording. Oh, actually, this is a recording.
But it is a recording.
Yeah. Not like that.
So it's like a gamble every week because you don't know. I mean, at the time of recording, I was all right. Yeah.
Well, exactly. At the time people listen to this, who knows what I'll have picked up?
Oh yeah, that's it. I'll have to have a finger stuck up my nose or something. Who knows?
Where you were going there for a second?
Yeah, no. Just keep it friendly. It's fine. Oh blimey! I tell you what. Here we are recording on our usual Thursday evening.
We are.
And I've had quite a car-related evening.
You alluded to this earlier.
Yeah, I thought,
what?
I'll drop you a little sneaky message, but I won't explain fully.
Okay. What's going down?
What is going down? As you'll be aware, and most of our dear listeners who are native to our green and pleasant land, that might be overstretching it a bit.
Yeah. Well, it is quite green.
It is quite green. The pleasantness is up for debate.
Hard to come by.
So the tradition that has slipped over from our transatlantic cousins, where a secondary school leaver now, rather than what I did after I finished school, where I went to what they labelled a dinner dance.
Yes, very British.
It was. It was a low-key event at an awful hotel.
That's how we do it. Yes.
Yeah. However, my eldest says it's prom night tonight.
Yes, the concept of the prom has very much cemented itself in our...
Oh my God, you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. It's been a day of prep. I mean, I'm not involved in this process.
A day of prep.
I mean, technically 2 days. Some of the prep was done yesterday. So it's all go. She's happy. That's the main thing.
Okay. Yeah.
However, one needs to be transported to a prom.
Yes, I have. I've come across this concept. Yes.
So. Oh, there was much organisation and begging and borrowing, and again, we got to pull out the stops here. So, I mean, I've been winding Alex up for months that I've got something really special.
Well, obviously, you'll have paid attention to the vehicle. Yes.
So I've been winding her up and saying, it's going to be a tandem bike. So, like, all day I've been threatening to go. Well, I've nearly finished. I've nearly finished. As soon as I'm done, I'll get my Lycra on and we'll be raring to go. So she's been really, really not happy with life, like livid.
Well, the concept that this is actually what you've done.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, months of explaining that it's going to be a tandem bike.
Oh, wonderful.
And then she coming back from having her hair done today and going, oh, that looks... I just like you going through it. Oh, it looks amazing. I mean, it did. They did a cracking job. And I was did you speak to them at all about sort of how you can sort of get it held in place? And she's like, well, what do you mean? It's like, well, I mean, we've got to go with safety first because of the helmet.
How's it going to hold up under a helmet?
Yeah. It's like, I'm not having us riding on the road without you wearing a helmet.
No, health and safety first. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
You're such a git.
Yeah, absolute knobhead. So this, like I said, months of this, but really, really hammering the point home today. However, conversations had been going on behind the scenes.
Of course, yes.
Yes,
clearly you weren't actually going to ride a bike.
No.
No.
God forbid. I mean, she didn't want to. I certainly didn't fucking
You
want to.
really didn't want to.
Yeah.
Well, you're in hardly any condition to. Either.
No, that's the problem. Yeah.
As it's turned out.
Yeah, I could have got us to the end of the road, probably.
Maybe you had to go back to bed for a day.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't say no to that after this week. So lots of pulling out all the stops. So I couldn't have timed it any better actually for when it was pickup time from our place, because her friend across the road was getting ready to go as well, and everyone was out there nattering, and I just quietly jumped in my car and moved it.
Okay.
Because I was parked at the front, so I was like, we're going to need a bit of room. So Kaylee's friend lives around the corner, so I just went and parked her around by her house.
Parked it around the corner. Yeah. Okay.
And then before she even noticed that the manoeuvre was occurring, her chariot for the evening arrived.
Oh.
And we had secured a Lamborghini Aventador.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Some logistics were involved to get that.
I am impressed. I am impressed. Well done.
Yeah, so she was beaming. So yeah, we've had a supercar evening.
Wow. That's do you have a photograph?
Allow me to festoon you with one. Kaylee has most of the ones at this end, because I was talking to the owner.
Of course, yes. Yes, I imagine you were.
Yeah. But I've got some photos of the other end, because he was kind enough, because it was down near it's Braunton direction where we're going. So right. He was kind enough to take Alex, but he took her the long way, so he went out towards Bideford and then came blasted down on the link road.
Oh, perfect. Yes. Well, you'd have to have a bit of a blast, wouldn't you? Is this a hire service or a friend or what? This
is friends of friends and some sort of awkward conversation of so you don't know us, but would you mind awfully.
Could we borrow your very expensive car?
Yeah. So it was bit of family assistance, a bit of friends, a bit of phone calls, but yeah, we got there in the end.
Lovely work. Lovely work. That does beat an old Honda or an old Jag, doesn't it? I'm afraid it's just.
Yeah, it does. That was a Honda was very much a fallback plan.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, its rarity alone probably would make it qualify, but the Lambo does take it, I think. Yes. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Oh, tremendous. Yeah. Although my eye is drawn to the 50s American truck.
There was all sorts there.
Yeah, there always is at the Proms. It's good for car spotting. Yeah. Oh, that is tremendous.
Yeah.
Yes, you did well there. You did, but that's much better than a tandem bike.
Yes, it is in every conceivable way.
Yes. For everyone involved.
Yes. So that was it, and it brought our little road to a standstill as well.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the first Lamborghini that's ever been in that road.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Yes. That's a world first right there.
Mm.
That's well done. Well
Yes.
done.
He wasn't subtle either. He pulled up and just popped it into neutral and flat to the floor.
I don't think it's possible to be subtle in a Lamborghini, even a black one.
But really, she was most delighted, and that was the main thing.
That is tremendous. Yes, you have done very well there.
Yes, so I think that's genuinely our first supercar that was actually involved for Stuff and Waffle.
An actual supercar, yes.
Actual
you're probably
supercar.
right. Yes. Yes, there was supercar touching there. Yes.
So
wow. Oh, well, excellent work. Yes, well, Dad of the Year there, really, I would say.
Oh, I can't take the credit on that one. There's lots of people involved in making that one happen.
Okay, fair enough.
So, yeah, I play merely a small part. That's all. Yeah.
It wasn't particularly a case of going for a Lamborghini. It was going for what you could get. It happened to be a Lamborghini.
No, it was going for a Lamborghini.
Oh, okay,
fair enough. That made the job even harder.
Yeah, I imagine it would. Yeah.
Finding a local Lamborghini that isn't a Gallardo, and it's someone that you can, through various degrees of separation, initiate a conversation with.
Yeah, it's not a big list, is it?
Not at all.
No. Very good. Very good. Well, that's got to be one of the best vehicles used for that. I would suggest.
Yeah, that's there were some really interesting things there, but if you're 16, it stopped the crowd, that one.
Yeah, it would do. That ticks all the boxes. Yeah, loud and silly. There you go.
Yes. So yes, great success.
Tremendous. Well done. Well done indeed. Yeah, that's you've done well. Yeah.
Happy with that. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Well, I haven't seen anything like that this week, other than that Rolls-Royce Dawn that's drifting around. I keep seeing that. It's here somewhere. I haven't tracked it down yet, but it's in the area.
Right. Okay.
I keep seeing it.
So it's definitely a local vehicle, but
I would say, I've seen it 3 or 4 times now on the same bit of road. So it's out this way somewhere, but I haven't tracked it down yet. But there can't be many around.
No, definitely not.
No.
It's an interesting choice around here, I suppose.
Well, it's quite large, even though it's a smaller of their vehicles. It's still quite large.
Yeah.
But I might follow it one day. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, you might get some sort of police involvement, but yeah. I mean, it would be nice to know. I'm willing to sacrifice you to get the information.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm here to help. It's fine.
Yeah. We're all well aware of that. Yeah. It's a kind of caring, sharing chap you are.
Yeah. Because you'd be any different. So, here we go. You know, I'd forgotten about this, and I can't believe I've forgotten about this. This is of use and of interesting and content. Plus, it's sort of drip-fed content because, well, you'll understand. You remember a little while back we had a debate and came up with some ideas for my dad for a car.
Oh, we did. That's right. Yeah, we did. But we never had a follow-up on that, did we?
No, we didn't. He did some and R, and he went and looked at some of our suggestions.
Oh, okay. They weren't dismissed out of hand, then?
No. He actually took it on board. He's like, no, I will take suggestions and I will go and look. Because he was replacing the Smart.
Yes.
However, so because they've still got Mother's shitbox, Hyundai Matrix.
Oh dear, yes, I remember. Yes.
Dad was like, he's talking to me and he's like, I don't think your mum's going to drive again because sort of general sort of physical ailments and going, you know what, I think she's probably done. And then she confirmed it. Yes, she didn't want to. So fair enough. So what that does is it changes things a little bit.
It does, yes.
Because it's like, well, now I've got 2 cars, but I very much only need one. Mm-hmm. However, his original thinking was like, I'll get take the Up, for example. I know he went and looked at one, like small car to replace small car. Now his idea was like, I need sort of a generic car to replace both. Something with a bit more space, with slightly less restraint on sort of spec and such like, because he's going to be the only one driving it.
He'll be the only one driving it, but it will be their only car.
Yeah, so it needs a
little bit more practical. Yes.
Yep. And this is where he speared off.
Well, he's not gone rogue, has he?
He's gone rogue. He's bought a car.
Blimey.
He's bought a car. I mean, 0 consultation. Well, I say 0. I mean, a hint, but it was essentially done.
So he asked us, said he was interested in our opinions, was following up some of those opinions. Yeah. Then the criteria changed, and he's just gone off and done it on his own.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What can you do with these people?
I know. I've not even seen it yet. But I tell you what.
So I haven't seen yours yet.
Well, you don't want it at a minute. It's got COVID in it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Clean it first.
Yeah. It's going to need a bit of anti-bac in that thing. So he's and this is good. This is good. Of his own accord,
he's bought Honda. I'm here all week.
What a delight. I'll be somewhere else. So, without any prompting, he's gone and bought an estate car.
Oh, okay. This is looking up. This is looking up. Yeah.
And he's gone. He's like, I'm not spending a fortune on this, but I want something vaguely new. Like, I see.
Oh, okay.
So he's gone and got him. You'll. I don't think you'll ever want one of these cars, but you'll look at it and go, "Yeah, that's a good choice." That. He's bought himself a Dacia Logan MCV.
Oh, well, now that's okay. I'm gonna bring up. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay. There
you go.
Okay.
Not break the bank, not complicated. You're going to get in it and it's going to work. You can put stuff in the back, job done. I approve of his no nonsense approach, though.
Yeah, I think you've hit it right on the head in that I would never want that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never criticize anybody for going for it.
Yeah,
that does it does exactly what it's supposed to do, doesn't it? No more, no less.
Exactly. I'm very much looking. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever said this before, but I'm very much looking forward to having a drive at that.
No one has ever said that about a Dacia. However. Or Dacia, or however you pronounce it.
Well, yeah, whatever you like. But what I want to know is, I mean, it's essentially budget motoring, and it's just.
It is.
You know what? I want to see what it's like.
I thought for a second there you were going to say you went for an MG5.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really similar line.
It's very similar, isn't it? That's just what I was going to say. Yes, it's very similar. Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, looking forward to driving that.
That is proper, isn't it? Actually, it is proper. You can't knock that. Yeah. But may I inquire as to the colour?
You can inquire, but I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I've not seen it. I know what it is, and he's very happy with it. Like, I don't know what colour it is.
It's one of the few options you can pick. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's fair question. I'll find out for you. See what I mean about the drip feeding? I've not seen it yet, so we'll find out the colour. I've not driven it yet. That's
we're gonna
another
have to
episode.
come
Yeah,
back to another
Yeah.
episode is the driving of it. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes. I'm suspecting it's not going to be the last word in vehicle dynamics, but
there's a part of me that thinks it'll just be like, you know what? I mean, I haven't driven a basic car in a while.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I think, and not to do it disservice, you remember the Skoda that you had as the pool car?
Yes, many moons ago. Yes.
That thing was tremendous.
It's plain sponge cake, isn't it?
But driving it was great. It was a nice little thing to drive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting that Logan to be like.
Yes, I would think so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can't knock that.
No. And I think going off piste without asking, you go, well done, good choice.
Because it's not a Duster. He hasn't He hasn't fallen into the SUV trap. He's gone with a proper estate car. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, well, I want to do tip runs and stuff like that. Like, of course you do.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course, then you need an estate car, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What's really handy is because I might need to do a tip run or two.
Well, there you go. We're a bit, since you and Phil went rogue, we're a bit light on the estate car front, aren't we?
Well,
it's only the Jag.
I can't accuse Phil of going rogue. He does still have a van.
Yeah, but it's a camper van. You can't put anything in it.
Well, yeah, but you can move a few bits out of the way, and then you've got an awful open space to put awfully large open space.
You do have an awful open space. Yes,
I didn't mean to say that. That was a slip of the tongue. I don't mean to say that your van smells like poopies. I know your old one smelt of decaying milk, but this new one is much better. Terribly sorry, Phil. I'm a bit tired, and Rona is lingering.
I'm terribly sorry I pointed out that because you were in the process of correcting, but I didn't let you.
Doing the poor boy a disservice. I get a lift in the van again. Oh no. Oh dear.
No, as you say, for a choice made up by himself, I think he's done very well there.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, as we mentioned, Phil, that would get the Phil seal of approval.
Yes, I think it probably would. Yeah, I think it probably would. It looks like it is actually available with steel wheels. I pray. That's what.
If he's got steel wheels, God. Yeah. Nice.
It is the base spec. Apparently, does have that as an option, but whether this one has, I don't know. But let's hope. Hey, let's.
Yeah,
hope.
Fingers crossed. We'll see.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes, sorry. That was something that I completely forgot about. That was. I mean, I say hot off the press. It's not. It's hot off my brain because it's mush this week.
It was weeks ago. We discussed that, and I'd forgotten all about it. But
I'll grant you, the purchase happened last week.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So there wasn't a huge amount of movement on it for a little while.
No. There was a bit of browsing. Because. We recorded Thursday last week. He called me Friday with this sort of chirpiness. I go, "Oh, are we going to see you this weekend?" I was like, "I do have lots of COVID." He's like, "I don't want to see you this weekend."
Yeah, yes, it's a change of opinion
there. Yeah. Slight change of heart there. But yeah, that's when he told me about it.
Very good. I'm assuming not brand new.
No, brand new. No.
But well, it must be nearly new because it's a fairly new car. But yeah.
So that was
very good.
Tremendous. Yes. So can I have a gentle segue? It's a bit tenuous.
I was about to do a gentle segue myself, but please, please continue.
You recall when we were giving him the initial list of suggestions when it was going to be a small car that was replacing his smart car, so sort of slightly larger than the smart car.
Yes.
We suggested a Suzuki Swift.
We did. In fact, we even found one locally. I seem to recall.
However, The sad day. Suzuki has called time on the Swift Sport in the UK. Cracking little car by all accounts.
Yes, I believe so. Well, that's disappointing. What's the reason for that?
I think the reason was, well, the reason stated is saying that they're pushing for full electrification, and Suzuki UK is streamlining its range ahead of the EVs going on sale. So bless you. So
that came up without warning.
It did. So by the beginning of next year, at the absolute latest, the Ignis, the Swift Sport, the Jimny LCV will be gone, never to return.
What is happening to the car market?
So the only thing I'm thinking of here, going right, if it's to facilitate electrification, as long as these things are replaced with electric equivalents, not electric toss wagons.
Let's not have what Ford are doing. Let's do it properly, please. Let's have a replacement for the Swift. Let's have some little hatches, please, if you're going to be messing around with that.
Well, that's the thing, because you think the Swift Sport was actually a hybrid.
That's true. Yeah.
So, and despite having a bit of electric stuff going on, it was still about a ton in weight. 6-speed manual. Like, can't knock it, but yeah, full electrification. So what we need from Suzuki is a small electric car with the same charm as the Sport. The Swift, sorry. The
Swift. If we could have that selection, but as electric, that would be spot on. Yes, please do that. Don't do what Mitsubishi did and say bugger this for a game of soldiers and clear off back to Japan. Do it properly. Stay in the market, but make them electric. Yes, that would be spot on.
Yeah, that would be good. So, yeah. Apparently, they're saying the new vehicle or vehicles, depending on bits that I've read, will be introduced later this year. Is with a steady flow of new models following on.
Okay. Interesting.
So, yeah.
And keep a close eye on that. Suzuki going electric could be wonderful.
Yep, we could end up with some little gems.
Yeah, we really could.
Or we could end up with a load of SUVs. But
let's be positive. We
just don't know at the moment. It's an unknown quantity. So yeah, I thought that was noteworthy.
That is noteworthy. And on the subject of new cars,
yes,
I've been on the internet.
Yeah, I see.
And the June figures are in. Now this
has
become a bit of a theme for it. Welcome to the Stuff and Waffle Data Analysis Corner. It's not, I'm sure, one of the most popular features of our little show here, but nevertheless, it's something we've done for a little while.
Yeah, how much sick can we get in a bucket?
There we go. So the June figures are in. Where would you like to start? Specific vehicles or the fuel categories?
Oh, we've got a bit more of a split.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what are the fuel categories? Let's go with that first.
Okay.
What are they?
So we've got diesel, petrol, battery electric, plug-in hybrid, or what's the last one? What's HEV? Hang on. Oh yeah, of course, just mild hybrid. Yes.
Oh, you mean the self-charging ones?
That's the one. No. Advertising standards have huge problems with that.
Yes.
Sorry, I should have looked that up beforehand. Yeah, so diesel, petrol, battery electric, plug-in hybrid, or
bit of hybrid.
The other one.
Yeah, the one I've got,
Yeah, indeed, like the one you've got. Yes, that's right. Doesn't drive the wheels, but provides a bit extra. Yes. So
okay, right. Let's get Dirty Diesel out the way.
Dirty Diesel for June, 17% down.
Fine, as you'd expect.
That trend is continuing. Diesel sales continue to collapse, and that's not going to change, is it?
No. It's. I mean, you're just being taxed off the road, essentially,
yes.
which
we knew would happen.
Makes total sense.
Yes, we knew would happen. Petrol, for the first time, is also down, down 8% or nearly 8%.
Okay. So when you say down 8%, so that's down on May or just down for the year?
That is the percentage change for June. So just for a month. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yep.
So well, let's skip over battery electric for a minute. Let's look at the plug-in hybrid.
The tax dodge. Yeah.
The tax. Yes, those are 30% up.
There you go. Okay.
That is by far the biggest growth area. The ordinary hybrids like yours, 27% up.
Interesting.
Now, battery electric, which of course is the area we tend to focus on.
The old full EV malarkey. Yeah.
The full EV, pure electric, 7.4% up. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's a small number in the grand scheme of things.
Number. It's up by almost the same amount that petrol is down.
Okay.
So is that petrol drivers switching over to pure electric? I don't know. And diesel drivers switching over to hybrids, there is no data to support that. But
interesting. So we've got that. So that makes for very interesting reading. So moving on from there,
basically fossil fuels are all down. Any form of electrification are all up. That's what we can read from that. We do have a specific list.
So is this where we hit our top 10, which is taken across all categories?
Correct. Top 10 for June across all categories.
Okay. Right. So, I mean, you might as well go full smashing nicey 10 to 1.
Let's go 10 to 1. This list has changed considerably since last month. Considerably. Yes.
Wow. Go on then. What
so
considerably? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or
not. No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, it genuinely has.
In at 10.
Yeah, at 10, the Tesla Model 3.
Oh, we got a bit of electric.
Finally, see, this is what's been confusing us the last few months. We've looked at the top 10. The figures show electric sales are up, hybrid sales, and yet in the top 10, they've been all fossil fuel cars.
So just for one, before we reel them off, is this UK only, or are we global here?
This is that's a very good question. This is UK only.
Okay, fine. That's good. I think the other ones we did were UK only. I just wanted it to be a fair comparison.
This is the same list I've worked from every time. It's the same website. So at number 10, the Tesla Model 3. Mm-hmm. At number 9, the MG ZS.
Yes, I know the one. Yep.
At number 8, falling from grace here, the Ford Puma.
Well, that's very refreshing.
Now, that was number 1 for last 3 months. That has massively dropped off. So much so that they have shifted. Well, year to date, the Puma's shifted 26,374.
Yep. I think I'm looking at the same thing as you.
Looking at the same figures. But for June, only 3,169 cars.
Okay. So irritatingly, 2024 as a whole still number 1, but refreshingly for June,
Yes, it has dropped off a cliff specifically in June. Yeah, It's been riding high year to date, but has dropped off a cliff. So number 7, the Nissan Qashqai.
Ugh.
Number 6, the Hyundai Tucson.
Yeah.
Number 5, BMW 1 Series. That's actually come up a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
Now number 3, the Tesla Model Y.
Oh, that's back with us.
That's coming back up again. Now that was number 1 for a while, but it's not been on the list at all for the last few months, even though it is, as we know, one of the best-selling electric cars in the world, and electric has been the only growth area. So it hasn't made sense that hasn't been in the top 10.
But it's with us now. So,
but here we are back at number 3. The top 2 are very disappointing. Stop it. The number 2, the Nissan Juke.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And at number 1, the Kia Sportage.
Dreadful.
Yes. There's not much in it between those top 10. We're talking a few hundred cars between each one. It's very tightly packed.
Okay. Well, we'll.
Oh, I missed number 4. I do apologise. I missed number 4. The Volkswagen Golf.
Oh, yeah, that's been a steady member of the list.
It's come up a bit again from year to date, but so quite a shake-up in June. Tesla coming back in quite strong there with the Model 3 and the Model Y. Still a lot of SUVs, but the Puma falling back quite considerably, which is nice to see. And some more ordinary hatchbacks, BMW 1 Series, VW Golf. Nice to see those in there.
Yeah. Fair play.
Yeah, fair play. Both decent little hatchbacks. So, the figures make a little bit more sense for June. The EV sales continue to go up, and we actually have some EVs in the top 10.
Some movers and shakers there. Yeah.
Some movers and shakers there. Still, however, largely being driven by fleet sales.
Well, it's it's new cars, isn't it? I mean, your average person on the street probably isn't buying brand new.
No, quite. And if they are, they're certainly not buying outright. They're doing a lease or they're doing a PCP or something.
Yeah,
like that.
That's the thing. It's like people do it. Like you say, it's fleet stuff. It's company cars. It's salary sacrifice. It's that sort of stuff. It's not.
Yes.
These are not personal vehicles.
No, and people are not walking into a showroom buying it for cash. People don't buy cars like that anymore.
No. You really, but they really don't. And I know that there's some exceptions to the rule, which you think that's not good use of funds, is it?
Yeah.
You might as well just fling it out the window at this point. But there we go.
We'll keep an eye on that. But be a bit of a shake-up in June, which is makes a little bit more sense. I would say. But certainly overall, fossil fuel powered vehicles diesel particularly continue to plummet.
No one's shocked.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. No. As much as the anti-EV brigade like to say, oh, nobody wants EVs because they don't work properly, clearly that is not the case.
No, that's fair. We know that's utter nonsense. We've discussed that.
Yes.
Very good.
So there we go. Bit of data, and thus closes the data analysis portion of this week's show.
Well, I'm certainly not going to turn that down because, well, my day job somewhat involves it.
You are a bit into that,
yeah. So, I'd like to revisit something.
We'd love a revisit.
Maybe.
You're not going to mention the election, are you?
Oh God, no. No. No, we said we wouldn't. I know it's election night, but it's not an election night special. There's no swingometers here.
No, I don't look anything like Alistair Campbell, so that's fine.
No, thank goodness for that. So a little while back, you brought to our attention a resto-mod electric car.
It sounds like me. I'm going to need reminding what you're talking about. But
So you brought to our attention a resto-modded 1967. Well, say resto. It basically inspired by a 1967 Mustang.
oh, I did. Yes, I did. And there is a British company going to be making them. Yeah.
Yeah, Charge Cars.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah. That has collapsed this week.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's collapsed before delivering any vehicles, and all staff have been made redundant.
Well, that's disappointing on lots of fronts.
They are said to be I think the quote from them was that they truly believe this isn't the end for the 67, and we are exploring all avenues to get back on track. It's probably not going to happen, let's be honest.
It's not going to happen, is it? No, that sort of thing doesn't have the best track record of being resurrected. No.
Such a promising thing, I'm afraid.
That is really disappointing. Yeah, that was, maybe a bit ambitious. I don't know. It's very difficult to get going in the car making business. It really is.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So,
sort of on that subject, as disappointing as that is, I read this morning, we touched on the fact that Fisker has been slowly collapsing like a flat in the cupboard over
Yes.
6 years. Apparently they have applied, at least in the US, they have applied to the court handling their bankruptcy to start selling off the cars that they have.
All right.
And that there is the Fisker Ocean, which is their SUV. They have a stockpile of those built, ready to go, and they have applied to the court to start selling those off at $14,000 a go. Somewhat annoying for the people that paid full price for them just a few weeks ago.
So just to clarify, that number you said, that wasn't 40, that was 14.
14. 4. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just worth clarifying. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Oh dear.
Yeah. It's bad, isn't it? That.
Oh no.
That's not a brand that's going to get resurrected. I don't think. That's going to be badly damaged.
Well, the trouble is, it's sort of had various goes, and I think we're done now.
I think so. I don't think that's coming back. And if they start flogging the cars off cheap, really, really cheap, presumably with no support or warranty or any kind of backup, hence them being so cheap, then that's just the brand ruined, isn't it? That'll never come back.
Yeah, no, not good. Not good at all.
No. So if you fancy a cheap Fisker Ocean,
I don't want a Fisker. I don't want an SUV. So it's a no on all counts, I'm afraid.
Even at that price.
I'm all right. Yep. No bargains for me, thank you. That can be shoved somewhere.
Yes, I expect it will be eventually, probably in the sea.
Before we wrap it all up, there is something significant. Goodwood is on the horizon, so Festival of Speed is nearly with us.
It's next weekend, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. So there is a car that. There's a cat there.
There is a cat there who is really excited to know about the car you're going to tell us about.
We're excited. The cat's excited.
Yeah.
So at Goodwood, it's going to be the debut of the all-new Mini Cooper John Cooper Works Electric.
I was hoping you were going to bring this up. Yes. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, because I've seen my first Cooper Electric, the new one.
Oh, have you?
There's one around the corner from me.
Oh, superb. Okay.
Much better in the flesh. The rear end is still a challenge.
Yeah, that's the worst bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
The rest of it, I'm kind of all right with. The back end,
still is in general better to. It's It's easier to palate in person, but I'm still not sold. But
Okay.
a John Cooper Works,
Ooh,
very interested. Very interested.
very interested in that. Yes. An electric John Cooper Works. That's going to be difficult to resist, isn't it?
That is. I mean, there's going to be all sorts on show at Goodwood,
Well,
but
of course
that
it's
one,
Goodwood.
that one in particular, I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
That, and I know I'm not normally a hypercar sort of person, but I'm very intrigued to see about this Red Bull thing that Adrian Newey's been doing. I'm pretty sure that's about to debut at Festival of Speed.
Okay, well, that's going to be spectacular, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know we don't. It's not like we go, but we do tend to feature what happens, so we will go over
We're
it.
going to have to do 1 year, you know.
Well, the trouble is, I've known people who've gone and they've said, you know what, for the general punter, it's not actually that good.
You've mentioned this before, that actually
it's too busy.
Yeah, you can't get near anything. It's too expensive, and it's actually for the average person a bit crap.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of people have come away disappointed. And so much so that the advice I've been given is, if you want to experience Goodwood, go to the Revival.
Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. So we'll do that instead.
Yeah, that might be a bit more our pace.
Get a bit of tweed on the go. Yeah.
I mean, I was born for tweed.
We both were. Let's be honest.
It hides many overweight sins.
I was getting good tailoring can cope with the horrible shape that we have both now become.
Yes. Yeah, there is an element of expansion around certain areas.
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
So
I think that would definitely be a bit of us. But
yes,
needless to say, the Festival of Speed, we will be keeping our eyes peeled, because I think there's going to be all sorts of exotic things there, but a fancy Mini, which is a bit
John
more.
Cooper Works Mini. You can't get cooler than that.
It's a bit more commonplace, but yes, please. I think this is the one we're very interested in. So
yeah, it'd be very interesting to see how that's going to work. Yeah, with an electric powertrain, I think that could be tremendous.
Looking forward to that. I thought. I mean, we've been quite chirpy on this episode, but we've had the odd moan.
Actually, yeah.
The odd moan slipped in, but I think we'd better finish on that, because you and I both like a Mini, and electric one. I've had my eye on them.
We both have. Yeah, we spec'd them up a little while ago. Didn't we? I would not be adverse to an electric Mini. Yeah.
Ultimate version, apparently. So
ultimate, right?
Yeah. So we'll.
Does that suggest they're not going to do a GP one?
Oh, they're bound to.
Well, I'd have thought so. Yes.
This will be the run of the mill one, won't it?
This will be the one you can actually go and buy.
Yes.
Well, you could buy the GP, but I mean, it's a bit hardcore, isn't it, for everyday use?
Oh, can you imagine? You imagine Grandad getting out of that?
Oh, I've spun it again.
I'll be all right. It's just to get out and just sort of pull in at work in one of those, and then just crawl to the front door.
You'd be all right. Yeah. Oh, look, Grandad's here. Yeah. Can someone get his chair?
He rides a bit hard. I mean, it's sort of firm in my current car, but I'd imagine a John Cooper Works GP would be rock hard,
ruinous.
Yeah.
I would think. Yes.
Some spine compression. Yes. But yes.
Yeah.
We will be glued to the coverage of Festival of Speed.
I'll be keeping a close eye on that. Yeah, be keeping a close eye on that. Yeah. It's going to be good.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm sure everyone else will go misty-eyed over some much more expensive things, but you and I, little saddos, even at the Festival of Speed, will find the lower end of the market.
We like to keep things real.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.